It's that time for my Cajun salmon. Something fantastic for the summer, nice and light as well, with a wonderful yoghurt dressing, touch of dill in there as well. Really, really good. So quick to do. We're going to cook this one, actually, in real time. So to kick off, basically, obviously going to need salmon. You could use chicken for this. You could use summer courgettes would be fantastic at this time of year as well. Fiona, I know you're vegetarian. That'd be a good angle for you, the courgette angle, something different like that.
The courgette angle,
why
thank
not?
you.
Why not? But salmon. Salmon is the one for me today. Cajun salmon, that spice on the outside. So I've got some skinless, boneless salmon fillet, OK? Very good on price. I'm going to cut it into strips, OK? And this is how it cooks so exceptionally quick. So into strips that goes. And then we're actually going to start to cook it by using lime. OK, which is basically a curing process. But all you do is lay the strips into a container, a plastic liquid dough even, or a plate like this. Get some lime over the top and just leave it to sit there. And you only needed to leave it to sit there, really, for about 30 seconds to a minute,
really?
OK, so you just leave it there. I'm just going to get rid of all of this and wash my hands. We'll go over the spices as well. It's Cajun, so French influence in there as well, from South America as well. Beautiful, really good.
So what's that, a lot of paprika?
Exactly. That's one of the main ones. I'm using smoked paprika.
I hadn't seen that, I promise.
We've got some cumin here, which we're just going to put there, about a teaspoon. Some smoked paprika, like you said, paprika,
lovely.
but that smoky flavour as well. Touch of ground coriander goes in there as well. Also, for this one, some brown sugar, and I'll get onto this bit in a moment with the cooking bit, but nice sticky brown sugar. A little bit more than a teaspoon on that one. And also, let's add a bit of heat. Got a bit of chilli powder in there as well, OK? So that goes there. Just give it all a really, really, really good mix-up. And then all you do is as simple as this. We've got some olive oil in a pan. I've already preheated the pan, obviously. And then we're going to get the salmon, lay it into that mixture of spice, OK? And don't fret when I cook this if you think, oh, he's made it go a bit too dark. It's the sugar. I want a toffee caramel almost on the outside. So a good mixture. You can play around with spices, obviously. Use up what's in your store cupboard. That's what I like to do.
Really?
Okay.
What if it's the wrong mix, though?
Well, no, you can tweak it as you like.
Okay.
Paprika is the main one. Look how I'm laying it away from myself. OK? And then also just lift the pan slightly, quite hot heat, and leave it to cook. Right, now wash my hands off. OK, and then obviously onto that all-important dressing. OK, first of all, we check the salmon, give it a shake. I know it's not sticking. Just going to leave it off to the side, but what I will do is, just to show you with regards to colour, do you see what I mean?
Yeah, and it does almost look as though it's burning.
It does, but it's the brown sugar, it's toffee.
Yeah.
But now, even at this stage now, I can just leave the heat right down and leave it just to cook at the edge. OK. So we've got ourselves some natural yoghurt here. In that goes there. And this is that wonderful dressing that I was talking about. So simple. A touch of white wine vinegar. You could use raspberry now that we're into the summer months as well.
Yeah.
A good glug of olive oil goes in there. And also just a splash of water. Tiny bit. OK? And then we're just going to mix everything together. And you see how it goes nice and light, and it's very healthy, actually, this one. You could use low-fat yoghurt as well. Now, with regards to herbs, fish and dill, to me, are a little marriage made in heaven. So I'm just going to chop up a bit of dill, stalks and all. Don't waste any of it, and in it goes. Don't put it in too early. If you do, it will discolour, and you'll have a horrible-looking grey dressing, which you don't seriously want.
That.
Not at all. Now, OK, on to this. We've got some nice cos leaves. Really, really nice. Nice and crisp, reminds me of some. I'm not going to dress the leaves yet. I've got some cherry tomatoes. These are these things, little plum tomatoes, also known as pomodorino as well. They have a touch of sweetness in there. That's why I want to use them. Yeah. Some spring onion pieces as well go in.
Nice.
I'm just going to grab the salmon now. Basically, just cook through. On with a little bit of lime, off with the heat. Grab those pieces of salmon. On the top they go. Another one there, nice big chunk. But the flavour from this, and I don't think you can smell it, but it works really great. Brilliant.
Yeah.
You could actually pad this out of tofu as well. It would work really nice as well.
Well, do you know, I'm going to see what Brian Connolly thinks of this, because I'm going to be talking to him later in the show. But I've heard he's a bit of a salmon fan, are you?
I do like a bit of salmon.
Like a bit of salmon. Good, just as well.
And it looks delicious. Well done, James.
So the dressing's straight over the top there. Bit of dill just to garnish it up. And go on then, Brian. There's a bit of cutlery there for you. Dig in.
Morning, by the way. Nice to
see you. Good morning, yeah, good morning.
I'll let you taste that.
Well, let me have a little taste, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
I need a drum roll.
Don't try and sing or anything while you're doing it.
No, that is absolutely gorgeous. That is really tasty. You haven't lost the salmon taste. It's yeah, I'm going to tuck into this.
Brilliant.
This is probably the best
Good.
breakfast I'm ever going to have.
I think it probably is.
Thank you.